to the tribe really quickly, you guys. I'm not gonna hold you too long. I gotta make my rounds on my channels, you know. I'm trying to get some content out in between now and the next time that I'm gonna be doing some homework. So, bear with me. Make sure you have notifications set, cause you don't want to miss any of this. Now, I'm sure you guys are aware that masculine men are in high demand, and right now, it just seems like a lot of these women can't accept that, and it just seems like there's a humbling going on. You guys smash that like button. I don't understand what the problem is, why they can't stand to see a man in his frame, but there is a humbling going on, and it's triggered by a certain group of women. I'm not going to say black women, and when they see a black man that's got it going on, as far as like, if he was okay, for example, if you were any other race of man that they found attractive, you would be overqualified. But for some reason, right? But it doesn't matter, because there's women out here in other countries, and women, what I'm saying, outside the race, that have no problem and are looking forward to American men, more specifically American black men. And this triggers this it's like an auto type of generational curse on them. Like, when they see you doing good, and they can't be like, oh, you ain't nobody, and then there's other women saying, oh no, he is somebody. They go the extra mile. The first thing that they'll do, and they're always going to try to humble you, but the first thing they're going to do is go after your I don't know how to say this, thugging flag, sexuality, whatever people are saying it, not to get flagged. You gotta smash that like button. That's the first thing they'll go after, hoping that it hits your ego. It bothers them seeing you standing in your frame, chest out, head up, you know what I mean, shoulders back. It bothers them, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something, and don't shoot the messenger, but if you're an attractive man, and you're getting your life together, you're working hard on yourself, man, it bothers the crap out of them if you know how to think. If you think for yourself, if they come towards you with some modern aged fembot uh, talking points and buzzwords, you know how to shut that crap down, and then back it up. That bothers them. Hey, what's going on, Molly? What's going on? It really pisses them off. A lot of times, most of these women, you guys smash that like button, they prefer a big dummy. What's a big dummy? Oh, it's Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, whoever, that doesn't think for himself. He can't and doesn't want to get any kind of mental back and forth with her, you know what I'm saying? So she can dominate him in that range. And most of the time, they kind of like the guys that can move in with them. So not even a Chad, just some kind of Pookie or whatever, so they can be in control. But if you're a man on your grind, got yourself together, your confidence is right, working on yourself all the time, you know who you are, and you're not going to listen to what strangers or some woman you're talking to has to say about you. They don't know you. It bothers them. So they can't mentally manipulate you. They can't. I call it all witchcraft. I know you guys are like, oh, here he goes again with witchcraft. Well, I mean, what is witchcraft? It's Satan worship. It's demonic. And what is wordplay? That's used in a way to mess with your head. You know what I'm saying? Manipulation. You know what I'm saying? The devil. Come on. How else is he gonna get to you? You gotta smash that like button. Okay, here we go. I don't know what you're saying. Smash that like button. So anyway, you have these women out here. It's like a humbling. It's like, oh, we gotta humble this guy. And I don't know whether it's just that, or if they also think like, oh, he's gonna get other men that we were hoping would be backup plans to think the same way. But they go after you. They cannot stand a confident, masculine man that is, within his frame. And follows God and doesn't listen to humans. Don't listen to women talking babble. Don't listen to men. It bothers the crap out of me. But anyway, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. I got a few more videos I'm trying to drop on this channel really quickly, so I'm going to make them a little bit shorter. But do you think I'm on to something? Do you think that these women are out here trying to humble men whenever they see you strong? Because at first they kind of like you, and then it turns into, he's arrogant here. No, what happened is they realize that through what you said, as far as your boundaries and standards, that they might not qualify, and now it's a problem. When they first see you, and this will be what they say. They'll be like, oh no, it was just initially, it was just the way you look, and then, I've heard a lot of low IQ women say this online, so for you talking low IQ women, my bad. Think about this. We all say, attractive men out here, they draw women in, but then once the woman gets to know them, it's like their personality, it runs them off. They're arrogant. Well, listen, my looks is a part of me, and the reason why I'm as confident as I am, is because of my looks. And I work hard for everything I do. So you can't separate the two. If you're brought in by the way that I look, and then my personality triggers you, well, you have something to work on. Because I shouldn't trigger you, and if I do trigger you, you should run away automatically. To assume the women that I deal with, that they run from me, that's not the case. I may have said things like, I put things together and I feel like, I may have gotten cheated on, never had any proof, and women are always begging to come back. I just don't let them. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you're confident, women can't stand that. They're looking for loopholes in everything you say. I have stalking females that you'd be surprised with how many subscribers and followers they have, on TikTok and YouTube, that they would stalk me and consistently try to find ways to poke holes in what I say, in their goofy behind videos. You would be so surprised. But these women that get online and they act like they have it together, but they're not. They're not. A lot of them, the ones that act, this is what I'll tell you, the ones you see sitting up straight and trying to seem the most poised are the wildest, craziest ones, and those are the ones that are making videos after studying my content. The ones that are speaking the most calm, passive aggressive, is all be out, right? I've made videos on some of these women I'm talking about. They are still watching me. So you got to be careful when you smoke somebody in your reaction videos, because they might not respond to you, but after that reaction video, they might just make video after video throwing shade towards you. And I've realized these internet people love doing this. They never confront people. They just go after people through their content, right? Like that's all that they do, and I'm gonna close out with this. If you women, you're trying to humble us, and you're always when women get online, they always have something to say about men, and you got to ask yourself, well, if you guys are saying you have men in your DMs, and there's always some simp around the corner, then why are you always speaking about another smaller subset of men that have more options? It bothers the freaking crap out of them, man. That the men that they find attractive, I was on a panel, I'm about to get off of here, I promise. Just give me a little more time, come on. I was on a panel earlier, and I was listening to these women talk, and it was like, the question was, why do women want alpha sigma men and they're alpha women? That's not going to work out. And the guys were like, listen, you guys have DMs full of dudes. We see pandering dudes online going after guys like us all the time. Y'all have options, but what do? You go after the men that don't want you. And not to say that any of us turns you down, but based off the standards and boundaries we've put out, you don't, I don't want to say everybody else's terminology, you know what I'm saying, that we wouldn't be interested, right? So after that, what happens is, I'm telling you, they study guys like me. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna deal with this and this, and I ain't gonna deal with an overweight woman or a big mouth or a bossy woman. Or so these women that study me, they had them crush on me like, oh, that's me. Oh, and then they go make a video bashing my archetype. Oh, this guy's arrogant. Oh, this guy's conceited. No, this guy is not interested in you. That's all that it is. This guy's an avoidant. This guy is, what else are we saying, man? Emotionally unavailable. If a man is emotionally unavailable, you would know that right from the beginning, because he's going to tell you he's emotionally unavailable. So either you're not actually going on dates with these guys and you're just watching men online and then you're projecting. That's the only way you can say a man is emotionally unavailable. Are you going on dates and the man is telling you this? Or are you going on dates and you're assuming they're emotionally unavailable? Or are you studying men online and then saying they're emotionally unavailable? I'm tired of it, man. We don't know none of what's going on, but what I can tell you, being as how I used to work for the White House, self-made engineer without a degree, I know patterns. I know what I see. And these women study us all the time. Study us all, married women, single women, white, black, Asian, LGBTQ, all of them study us. 11/11, when I said that, you know it's true. You know it's true. I wouldn't lie to you. Man, listen, let me tell you something. If you were a college course, they are trying to get straight A's. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you something, man. So listen, the humbling has a lot to do with, they know that you wouldn't be interested. Or they assume it, right? Based off of how you speak or whatever. And then it's all hell's gonna break loose. They're gonna have everything in the world to say about you. You're gonna be everything but a child of God. Oh, you're sassy. You're DL. You're a Dusty. You're a Pookie. You're a Smokey. You're a Chad. You're a Tyrone. You're a Lily. It don't end. It don't end. It's always something. It's always something, man. And when you look into this, right? Like, I even heard this one crazy woman say that men that have a bunch of baby moms have sexuality issues. They have questions about their sexuality. No, those dudes are able to get women, and a lot of times don't need money or nothing else. See, this is always what seems to be the running joke online, but the joke's on you. Men that don't have any money can get the same level women that y'all get online. So bashing them doesn't do anything. And you women out there that try to bash these men, right? A lot of y'all baby daddies are these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it to be true what's being said. You know what I mean? But y'all get online and start talking crazy. Like, how are you gonna have great men and you got two different baby daddies? Like, obviously you know what a Pookie is. You know exactly what he is. And if he's able to smash you, what does that say about you? If he's so trash and he's this and that and all this, what does that say about you? And you let him release his dirtbag seed in you. So I don't get none of this kind of stuff y'all be saying online. Again, what y'all really do is you just categorize men, and it's very loose. Like, what is a Pookie? What salary bracket is a Pookie? And if you're not going off salary bracket, what look is a Pookie from the guy that you're watching online that makes him qualify? You make it up as you go. It's any guy that you feel like is a little bit, what do y'all like to say online? Thinks he's more than what he is. Thinks he's bigger than the program. I'm studying all you idiots. When you're saying stuff like this, what you're doing is you're projecting your insecurity and your believed insignificance in this realm, and you're trying to put that on me. And I know God made me unique. I know who I am, and I don't force myself on nobody. So when anyone has something to say about what I'm doing, you're a fan. I don't give a damn. If you had better things to be doing, you wouldn't be worried about what I'm saying or what I'm doing. And if I was really a nobody, you wouldn't be over here right now, would you? So all that extra talking is just ways for you to try to get inside my head. That's the way the devil works. And I look at you as an entity of the devil, not a person, just data and entity of the devil. You're not not meant to be taken serious. You're not meant to be taken as a threat. And you're not meant to knock me off my confidence in any type of way. Period, point blank. That's what it is. Stop all this nonsense. Stop getting online. Man, listen, you ain't hurt nobody's feelings. Hey, listen, the trauma bonded women in your comment section, all of y'all gonna end up, you know what I'm saying, leaving this realm alone with a bunch of cats eating your lips. Keep talking the way that you are. I'm being real, man, because you're not hurting nobody's feelings. How can you hurt my feelings? What's going on? How can you hurt my feelings and I'm working on myself every day? How you gonna tell me what I am and what I am not when I go to God every single day and I analyze what I've done wrong and, you know, review it and put it in front of God and he tells me what to do right? How are you gonna be able to tell me something about myself that I haven't noticed already when I go to God? See, you're trying to play God, but you don't want to say that you are, but you really want your opinion to matter to me. And I keep telling you, I don't care what any human's opinion is. I am chasing God. I don't care what any of you say, you think, you assume, you know what I'm saying, try to advise me, criticize me. I don't care. What I'm not is a dictator. I'm not able to be everywhere in everyone's home and force myself on you. If you're watching me, you like what you see, but a lot of fans don't understand that energy. It bothers them. There's some kind of trauma there. So just like they probably do in their relationships, when they see something that they like or whatever, they attack it. They got to figure out, well, what's going on? You know, everything's got to be fake and everything, just like you are, just like most of your relationships would be. And you project that onto me. I have nothing to do with that. It's none of my business. And I'm not going to let you make it my business. This ant bit the crap out of me behind my knee. Got me good. Man, what was that? Swelling up. Well, listen, you guys, I'm not gonna let this happen. I'm gonna go get that peroxide. I don't play games. As soon as I get a bite, a bump on my face, I know exactly what natural remedy to go get and take care of it. I've been studying for the past 2 years. You people been looking at my face like, oh, his face is breaking out. I was just going through different products, figuring out what works for my skin. Now look at me. I know exactly what to do when anything comes up. I know what to do for sore muscles, all natural remedies. That's why I'm glowing. No pharmaceuticals. Anyway, you guys, I appreciate you. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, okay, so you're not trolling. You're good. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Right? What's going on? You know what I mean? I appreciate you. Man, you know, just out here doing my thing. Was trying to go live earlier, but started talking to my son, ended up, you know, having a long conversation. He's getting older now, so the stuff that I'm saying to him about, you know, his energy and gardening and, you know, not letting people get to him and shutting people down without even having to really go off on them. And the more I'm talking to him here lately, he's looking at me like he's interested. You know, like how kids look at you when they're interested, they'd be like, mouth open, just, you know, I'm like, you listening now? Oh, you can comprehend? And I just go on and on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm gonna pass the wisdom on to anybody, my kid's gonna be the first one. Period, point blank. And when I'm saying stuff to him, he'd be sitting there looking at me like, you know, putting his stuff together and stuff. I like that, man. I like when people listen, and I like when I know that they're, you know, paying attention and that it's penetrating the psyche. This freaking bug, man. Yep. I guess an ant can do that. These ants out here, these out here, man, in the mountains, everything is bigger than it's supposed to be. Mosquitoes are 3 times bigger. The ants are big as hell. Some of them have stingers. I'm sorry, those are those wasps that look like ants. You know, it's just a lot of stuff going on out here. But I appreciate the likes. I appreciate you guys showing up. You know, I appreciate you, right? It's just, it's the more attractive you are, the more you get attacked. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you something, you guys. I apologize. Men like me are making it hard for guys like you out there right now. Whatever I talk about, women are gonna hate. because I'm attractive. So if I'm talking about going overseas, oh, screw the passport, bros. You know, I piss on your grave. You know, I'm going to the gym. You guys go to the gym too much. You guys are just meatheads. You're stupid. Anything that we do when you're an attractive guy, it becomes, you know, enemy number one in the topic of conversation. And then they think that we don't notice this kind of stuff, right? Or if I'm on here talking about, you know, attractive guys this, attractive guys that, all these women start making videos about attractive men ain't shit and blah, 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 blah. And it's more than about being attractive and da, 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 da. Man, I can't make nothing without you making a counter. You're obsessed with me. And I'm telling you what it is, you guys. I'm going to be real. All the women, because I'm a handsome dude. I've always made good money. The women that are mean and they're pretty, the reason why they're mean towards you and they won't leave you alone, they want you to slap your dick on their face. They want you to be slapping your dick on their face. I know these types. That's why they're attracted to me. My old self used to wear their ass out from behind. You know what I'm saying? Wear their ass out, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Wear they ass out from the back, right? Because all that attitude, it just makes they're fiery in the bedroom. Trust me, I know all about these women, man. These women can tell that I break backs in the bedroom. They can tell. They can tell. They can tell that about us. I'm telling you, it's something about the way that we move, right? There's a certain confidence that we have that you can only have when you cracked some backs in the bedroom. You'll speak a certain way, you know, that women know, like, oh yeah, he knows what he's doing, you know, all kind of stuff like this. And see, you'll be surprised. These are the same women that be online acting all stuck up and prestige or whatever, but they're real quick with the mouth. You know what I mean? These women are the wildest ones in the bedroom. They are the wildest ones. You know, I'm trying to tell you, and they know that I'm wild in the bedroom. They can tell. So it just bothers them because what happens is I'll be out here just babbling and talking, and I'll say something that triggers them because it's describing them or they feel like it is. And they feel offended by what I said and how I won't mess with a woman like that as if I know them. Take it personal, internalize it, and then now there's a problem with me. There's an issue with an attractive man, and, you know, guys like me, you know, we're just players and all, yeah, whatever. It's cute and everything online, but in real life, my aura speak different. If these women are around me or if they're around you, the inner, and they know it. That's why they stay online with it. When I go to Thailand, don't worry, you guys. You know, some of these women are going to want to run into me. They're going to wonder, is the aura, it's every bit of what I say. As a matter of fact, I downplay it. I wear shades all the time. You know, I'm not running around here with a fresh haircut and wearing name brand stuff. I downplay the crap out of and you guys are still watching me, ladies. What are you talking about? You know what the deal is. So when I hear women that are attractive going after attractive men, and this, what are you doing? We got to stick together. You know how hard it is out here for attractive people. You know, but this is what you're gonna do. Oh man, these hillbillies that showed up in twos. Is that camera? Oh, I'm trying to show you guys. Hillbillies have pulled in over here behind this warehouse. They're doing something over there. I'm trying to mind my business, but that post office or whatever that is, they got to be throwing something. Because one night it was like 7 cops out here looking for something. They're like stealing stuff, throwing it behind the building, and then coming out here and picking it up later on. They do this on a regular basis, man. Poverty. I got to get away from it, man. I got to get away from it. Cannot be around us when you're trying to elevate. That bug bite is serious, man. I'm going to put something on that. For real. Peroxide, something else. I got stung. But anyway, you guys go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to get out of here. I'm definitely going to put something on that bite. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, for no reason when I have all these remedies that I know, man. It's like the freaking medicine, man. I pick up on stuff, man. Well, God shows me stuff. That's why I'm always in silence, because when I'm silent, God shows me stuff. He even uses different apps, different stuff pops up, different things pop in my feed that I was thinking about. This AI thing is kind of somewhat running its own way, but I think you can use it in your favor. You know what I'm saying? I think you can use it in your favor. So I'm working on that. So when I see something, I know what it's meant for. It's not like a random commercial or something. It's like, I was just thinking about something like that. Oh, let me look into this. Oh, shit. That'll probably take care of that. And then I order it. Or I look into the reviews to see what brand or whatever is a better version of that with the least amount of chemicals in it. You know what I mean? It's moving like that. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? I appreciate y'all showing up. I'm all open to sharing the knowledge, man. I'm not a hoarder, not as long as it's for the soul tribe. And I've been noticing a lot of, well, I'll just say this. Been on TikTok, and that's where Gen Z mostly is. And I'm just getting better feeds. And I can see there's some Gen Z guys out there, and some of them checked in on YouTube. Gen Z guys out there doing the right thing. There's some wolves out there, man. Y'all are just moving in silence like you're supposed to. I didn't know, man. Until y'all check in, how am I supposed to? I'm not gonna make any excuses. I shouldn't have painted such a broad brush. There's a lot of wolves out there. They're just moving in silence. So, all this Gen Z stuff I'm saying, I guess I was getting all the bad feed stuff or whatever. I don't know. But like the stuff I'm getting now, these dudes are intelligent. They're moving in silence. They're getting themselves together. They're not getting offended by stuff, and they're learning what they need to. And also, they're checking in and giving back. And that's how you get the greatest blessings, when you're humble enough to give credit where credit is due. I wish y'all the best and the most success. Take whatever I've taught, do whatever you want with it. That's the way you're supposed to be. Ain't nobody, see, some people, look, evil people will say something about me like, he wants you to kiss his ass and da 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 da, and he needs that. No, I'm teaching you how you move with God. You don't take ideas or take anything from people without giving credit where credit is due. It's the right thing to do. That's the only thing I'm trying to tell you. You can flip it and do whatever you need to do to help yourself sleep at night and look yourself in the mirror. But you doggone know that whenever you take something from someone or in exchange, it's supposed to be advantageous for both parties, not you taking things. Then some of you guys will say things like, well, we're all aligned to share with each other, and that's what artists do. And when they're completely, fully established and you get inspiration out of them, that's fine. But if I'm on my way up and you're taking the things I do and you're attaching them to you, then how would I stand out? You're trying to cut my legs from underneath me. You're not fooling anyone. You just keep saying stupid shit, but none of y'all say the stupid shit to my face. You're just making dumbass videos, you know what I'm saying? And having your little roundabout way of trying, no. Stop doing that. Bring it to my comment sections. Or we can go live. But stop just saying dumb stuff, because you know that it's weird to be trying to take people's personality traits, making this amalgamated Frankenstein's monster of a mask that you can wear as a parlor trick for whatever group you're around, right? All I'm saying is give people credit where credit is. Hey, man, ain't nothing to say, hey, man, appreciate the wisdom, you know what I mean? Because that way I know that there's dudes out here that's moving the right kind of way and with the knowledge. Because if I feel like it's just wicked people taking the knowledge, I'm not going to be online like that. You see what I just did recently? I stopped doing that dating niche thing because they a bunch of weirdos harvesting energy off of me, destiny swapping, just weird stuff. Some of them get online when I don't get online, and they'll get online and make content to try to trigger me to get back online, hoping they do a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, that energy ain't going nowhere. I have never seen anybody in the dating niche get huge. And every time they do, they crash. It's a wicked energy on it. You gotta have something attached. You gotta have something else attached to it besides you just putting out a bunch of negative things about men and women and dating. I've never seen it. You know what I mean? Every time one of them guys get big, something happens. Every single time. It's too much negative energy. You can't get outside the bubble of the dating niche doing that. You have to have something positive, solution based that everyone can do, like getting back out in nature and stuff like that, and you know what I mean, becoming the greatest version of yourself. But again, the message gets all mixed up with these people that are just trying to go viral, and they're attaching all kind of other things to it, and what can you do? But listen, you guys, smash the like button, go ahead and subscribe. I get ready for the gym, man. I gotta go warm up and then go ahead and get up out there. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. Absolutely, absolutely. Praise the Most High. You know, praise Jesus Christ for the Christians that are in here. Absolutely, guys. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And again, I want you guys to check in. I want you guys to check in. And yes, before you do this, because some of you Christian people love to try to make it seem like I'm some kind of demon. Yeah, I know Jesus Christ is Lord. Stop playing with me like that, man. Oh, he don't say it. Shut up. Shut up. I don't need to say it. I'm walking with God. Stop doing this little nitpicky, stupid stuff. You're low IQ as hell. Boy, you'll hear a Christian say real quick, like, oh, he doesn't say Jesus Christ is Lord. Is he not walking with God? Is he saying anything against it? Man, y'all gotta stop trying to look for something wrong with people because you don't approve of who God chose. Who is you? Nobody, human. That's why everything y'all say sounds so stupid to me, and I can just rip it apart. Because it's wicked base. It don't matter whether you're a Christian, you're one of these guys and you're talking about Jezebel this and Jezebel that, and Jezebel this and Jezebel that. Let me tell you something. If you ever confronted me on any crazy stuff you're talking about, I will shut you down. I will shut you down. Because, no offense, but religious people are some of the most judgmental people, and it says it right there in the Bible. You're not supposed to be judging other people. You shouldn't be taking it upon yourself to play God. But y'all do it a lot, and then you disguise it behind other stuff. Don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. Spiritual people, they got their own way of doing things. The problem with spiritual people, what I will give credit to religious people, is they have a foundation, the Bible, the church. You can't divvy from that. And they keep it very strict, right? That's why I'm spiritual, because I'm trying to find God beyond the church. You know, God ain't just in the church. And all of God's kids that are lost are not all going to church. So I got to go find the ones that ain't going there. So I gotta do what I have to do. But the spiritual ones don't have no structure. So they make stuff up. They can literally make anything up, any narrative that fits their way of life, and then judge everybody else. They do it all the time. So I will give it, the religious people, they have a structure and they gotta pretty much go by it, so you kind of can know how they're going to speak about things, right? And they really don't like anyone that's outside of the church that's a possible prophet of God. I don't even be talking like this, but this is what the ones that stalk me, they feel like others call me a prophet of God, and they're trying to find me to be a false prophet. So while you're doing this, you're doing wrong the whole time. You're sinning the whole time, bro. So God sends a prophet to go find certain people, and you think it's your job to discredit them? It's not your job. Go find something to do. This ain't it. See, now if I started making reaction videos and calling you people out directly, you probably will start reporting my videos and things like that. Because I'm going to call you out. You're low IQ. A lot of you people are just jealous people. You're jealous how God has protected me, how God has anointed me, how God is moving with me. And you feel like, I go to the church, and everybody that wear a mask go to church. Some of the biggest sinners go to church. What does that mean? You don't automatically get to be a prophet or anything. See, y'all lust for that so much. That's why you don't get it. That's why, and they'll throw shade. Those church people, this is one of the best shades they like to throw. God will use anybody. He'll use a bum. He'll use a reject. He'll use a junkie. Y'all are so fucking stupid. You're so low IQ and envious and jealous. So fucking stupid. You don't think nobody pick up on that shade, you dumb fucks? And you wonder why God don't anoint you to get anything done for real on a broad spectrum. You wouldn't know how to handle the power. I'm humble before God. God bless me with a big platform to take care of people. I'm gonna put real people on. I'm gonna make sure that they get put on. You know, the ones that'll shut down all this fake stuff and they're gonna go with this, I'm gonna go along and get along. Now we got all these fake prophets trying to call other people fake prophets. If you gotta lead with your credentials, it should just be the message. I don't think you should have to have credentials. I think people have sense enough to know if they see God in someone or God working through someone. For you to tell them what they're seeing, doesn't that seem like a son of a bitch of a angel did something like that? It was a son of a bitch of an angel that just thought he knew everything. Thought he knew better than God and everything like that. You know, maybe you Christians, maybe y'all can enlighten me in the comment section. Seems like you know him very well. Okay? Probably even got him confused for the Most High God. Don't never do that. Don't never do that. God ain't never sent you to judge nobody in his place. Sit down. Take all the seats. Hush. Hush, child. Hush. Y'all are doing too much. Okay? I know you think you're getting away with it. You got subscriber counts and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The devil always gives out parlor tricks and he always takes it back. If you are hiding cryptic messages, I'm warning you. If you're hiding cryptic messages, throwing shade, and calling them messages from God, oh yeah, now God's gonna get you. God's gonna get you. You don't like his name being used like that, you should know better. You got something to say it with your chest. Don't be sitting out here throwing these little innuendos and low IQ shades. Say it with your chest. And then some of you females be using whole Bible quotes. You call these men and whoever you perceive to be wicked, whatever you want. That's not how God perceives them, because you are not God, dumbass. A dumbass human. Your ego is super inflated. There's no way God's working through you like that. So again, all these people be having their problems. Spiritual people think they got it, and they be just loony saying whatever. They say whatever. Not all y'all, but some of y'all be saying whatever. Like, it's just like, you just be like, you just want to back away, man, and run off. You know what I mean? But then the church people, boy, they love throwing that shade. They love throwing that shade. I love that one, though, when y'all use that, oh, God will use anybody. He's not using you. He's not using you. Or he ain't using you anymore. You know, hey, listen, I'm going to leave y'all alone. It is what it is. It's late, right? I didn't mean to run it up this long. It's just when I get the messages, you know, I gotta say what's on my heart. You know what I mean? You guys know that. I'm one of the OGs that taught y'all to be real. I taught you how God sends messages, and it's not going to be something that's going to make you feel good all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be warm on your heart. Sometimes you're fucking up, and sometimes you can be told about yourself. And also, sometimes when you play with God's messengers, you need to understand that he got his love and light people, and he has his I'm gonna light your ass up people. Two different kinds. I'm not to be messed with. I'm not to be played with. Okay? Just like that. And there's others out there like me. So for the guys, I work out every day. I do calisthenics 3 times a day. I go to the gym once. I sprint twice a week. Do burpees every day. You don't want none. I'm looking for an opportunity. You don't want none. I'm telling you. When you train a lot, you be calm, because it's like, man, when I get loose on somebody, man, heaven help them. And for the women and the sissy men, I will destroy you with words. Don't ever assume because you're a woman or you're a sassy dude, right? That you wanna, no. I'm gonna cook your ass up. I'm gonna cook you up worse with these words than the hands I'd put on a straight man. Okay? Now, I'm gonna cook you up with these words. You gonna run back to your mammy and be like, Mama, I don't understand why your dick game ain't better. Why am I here? Wishing that hoe is swallowed. Or if your dad's in your life, you can go check him out and ask him why he didn't leave you running outside of your mama's mouth or the back of her left thigh. You know what I'm saying? Look, you don't want these words. But again, you guys smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. Since Leo season is coming up, there's gonna be a lot of Leo videos. I'm seeing a lot of Leo shade. I don't like it. Leo slander will not be tolerated, okay? The shade, the audacity, man. And I keep saying the audacity, for real. As Leo season's right around the corner. Yeah, the Leo slander. It's gonna stop. The only reason why you're slandering us because we're trending, okay? Don't be mad at us because we decided to start speaking, and you knew once we started speaking, all the rest of y'all would have went to whispers, and no one, and ask anybody about astrology, and they'll tell you the 1 or 2 signs they know. I guarantee you Leo is one of them. Rest of y'all signs, some people might be like, what's a Pisces? I'm just joking. I'm joking. I kid, I joke. You know what I'm saying? Isn't Gemini a song or an app? I'm joking. Come on. It's all love. It's all Leo love. Y'all say that we're just conceited and we think we know everything and we crash out and but you can't stop watching. Ain't nobody making you watch nobody. Well, I don't want to miss an episode. I want to see the crash out. You ain't gotta see nothing, no. You ain't gotta see nothing, no. You can find something else to do. You can find something else to do. Y'all are just goofy, man. You like watching. You like watching me do what I do and then call it something else. You're a fan, it's fine. I'm entertaining people because all the stuff you talk online, bills paid, taxes are done. What do you want from me? You're just talking nonsense. That's why, listen, all you people online, for all the rumors that are out there, if you want to believe them, obviously that's what you wanted to hear. But you gotta like look into things. If people aren't losing their kids, if people aren't having to get checked in the psych wards, if people aren't having nothing taken from them, you have to start thinking about what is real and who's having shit being thrown at them. Because, you know, normally if someone's life is so-called falling apart online, then, you know, if that was real, it would reflect in real life. If it's not, how in the world can you be a law-abiding, great citizen, great parent, you know what I'm saying? Everyone loves your kid. I'm not going off what I say. I go to his school, all his teachers are like, oh man, your son, yes sir, no ma'am. He's so nice, he's opening doors for girls. And then I go and see his friends, he's like the leader of the friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising my kid right, he's sociable, you know, but he ain't too much, you know. He knows how to move in silence. I'm doing my job. How in the world could I be all these things that y'all claim that I am online? I'm the big bad wolf, according to y'all. I'm Mr. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Whatever, man. Whatever. Makes you feel better. It makes you feel better to see such a charismatic, handsome man. If you can think that he's evil in any kind of way or, you know, not truly who he says he is. It gives you that warm and fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? That's when you guys really curl up on that pill like, I knew he was evil. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not the case. It's not the case. But again, share the video, you guys. It's going on 11. I got to get to the gym in a couple hours, and I definitely want to drop a couple reaction videos. And I have at least two more titles saved for this channel to drop right after this. So stay tuned, you guys. I gotta drop some content on my channels. I'm doing this. It's gonna seem like a blitz over the next couple of days, but man, it's homework, man. It's piling up. I got stuff to do, but I want to make sure I come through for the Soul Tribe. Also updating you guys, like I said earlier, A lot of Gen Z dudes, salute, that are doing their thing, moving in silent. You know what I mean? The wolves are out there everywhere, right? Didn't know that. There's also some Gen Z females I'm seeing on TikTok. Salute. You know, y'all are doing your thing. I see y'all, man. I'm just checking the ones that are acting up. I see y'all out there now. I mean, you know what I mean? Appreciate you. But for those that think that nobody's rocking with me, they're just wolves out there doing what wolves do. Until I make a call, until I bring them all together, they're just doing what they're doing, worried about what I'm doing, man. But there's plenty more people out here like me. If you're on TikTok, there's no way you haven't seen content creators talking just like me. And there's no way you haven't seen it. You know what I mean? There's plenty of other people out here supporting me. You know what I mean? You just see me moving alone. I don't draw nobody in, but there's plenty of people supporting me. Trust me, okay? Don't keep thinking I'm by myself. But all right, y'all. Love and light. Appreciate the likes. You guys share it out. I don't think I cussed too much, but it wasn't that bad, okay? Yeah, share the video. It was not that bad, even if I did cuss. Ladies, you know I love you. I'm out, man.